The Space Marines have lost respect for the Eldar. After routing them on an abandoned battlefield, they chased them into the canyons like vermin, dispersed what Captain Orpington would call the Eldar resistance. And now we're moving on. We moved into this industrial center that was left behind by some colonizers from some species at some point in time. But look at all the resources available. If we can get these running, we can harvest these resources. Maybe bring some of the humans down from the ships. Maybe colonize this world. I mean, the elf resistance to the eyes of the Space Marines has been laughable. But the elves are still in the game. They don't want the Space Marines to colonize this world. They don't want the Space Marines here at all. So here they are. They're ready to walk across this empty space and put a stop to the Space Marines taking over this complex. Through our random dice roll, we have ended up back in the White Dwarf issues, which is fine because I really love the White Dwarfs. And we have come up with the Purge the Intruder mission from, I don't know what number, this issue. This is a Flesh Tearers specific mission, but being that neither of us are the Flesh Tearers, we're just going to make it work for our own purposes. The Eldar are going to be the attackers. The Space Marines are the defenders. We have specific stratagems just for the mission. But what has happened here is the Space Marines have decided that they're going to drop off some of their human cargo. They got a fleet out in space, and there's too many refugees taking up space, eating all the food. And the Space Marines, they see this plant here, and they're like, we can get this running. We can drop off some humans. We can have colonizers. But the Space Marines can't exactly figure out how to get it going. So they've asked their friends in the Inquisition to loan out this Jicario weaponsmith because he's smart enough to figure out the buttons. The Space Marines, they were bred to kill. They were not bred to figure out the buttons. So the Jicario weaponsmith is the objective of the game. And here's how the game works. If at any point in time the Eldar have the objective, which is the Space Monkey, they just win. Could happen turn 2, could happen turn 3. All they have to do is take the objective and the mission is over. However, if the Space Marines hold out, they will have the victory. And I have to look up, and it is a random battle length game, so this could end in turn 6 or turn 7. The Eldar get turn 1, no chance to seize. Eldar turn 1, coming right up. Things to note, by the way. The Vindicator tank for a command point has been put in reserves. The Jump Marines are in space, and this squad is in this Rhino with the Chief Apothecary. Eldar turn 1, coming right out. At the end of Eldar turn 1, everything has moved out of the woods because this is an assault. This is an attack, not sitting in the woods, coming forward. Both of these units of Wave Serpents have advanced, but because of the crystal targeting matrix, their heavy guns will be treated like assault guns. They'll still shoot. The Wraith Lord has also advanced, it looks like. And the 2 Farseers are out of the cars looking to buff things. Are you ready for your psychic phase?
Almost. Step 1, we're going to start with Honey. We're going to start with Fateful Divergence on the Wraith Lord. I can reroll a single hit roll, wound roll, or save throw for that unit.
I have no denies on the table.
On a 4. Yes, you. Oh, no, you don't.
He's in space.
He's in space.
But it doesn't go off anyway.
Doesn't go off. But she has the runes of the Farseer. And once in each psychic phase, I can reroll any number of dice used for this model's attempt to manifest a psychic power.
And it goes off on a 5.
So he will have the Fateful Divergence. Then she's going to cast Fortune to give him a 5-up. Feel no pain? 5-up bonus? 5-up feel no pain. Doesn't go off. And then she's going to cast Guide so that he can reroll his hit rolls. And that goes off. So he's super shooty.
Super shooty. What about Eldrad? What about the man?
The man is a little lost on what to do.
So what's happening?
Executioner. It doesn't go off, but I'm Eldred, and it goes off on a 10.
Goes off on a 10. My land speeder is executed.
For D3, 3 more wounds.
3 wounds. We can save those on 5s. I've saved one of them. The land speeder's down to 4 wounds.
And then Doom on the land speeder. Doesn't go off, but I'm Eldred. And it doesn't go off again, which is too bad.
Not the best psychic phase for you.
Really wasn't.
Is that the end of it?
Yeah.
Moving into Eldar shooting. So the whole of the Eldar army is going to go into the land speeder and try to finish it off with 4 wounds. Who's shooting first?
Wave surf at the back. Really sucks on ice.
Toughness 6.
I want 4s and a 3.
I see 1 4.
Right lance wounds, and these do not.
1 wound from the Bright Lance at AP 3.
-4.
-4. I cannot save.
D6 damage.
For 1
Damage.
damage.
Command point.
Are you sure you have enough? 2 damage. Taking the land speeder down to 2 wounds. Other wave serpent at the land speeder. I'm gonna live.
You might. These all on 4s. Is this toughness 6?
It is toughness 6.
All right. There's 4 wounds. 2 at -3.
All right, -3 are going to be 6s. And I make 1. 93s. Alive on 1 wound. I'm going to go assassinate one of your psychers.
Off.
Yeah. Oh, you got Wraith Lord left to shoot.
I don't think you can see that land speeder.
You know, get a laser pointer out. I mean, I understand if all you got is the top of the guy's hair, but
I mean, I got that fin sticking up all day. But
how do you feel about a fin?
I'm asking you how you feel about it.
On a 4, 5, or 6, you can shoot a fin. You can totally shoot that fin.
I'm shooting. I'm shooting.
That fin's got a wound in it, right?
All right. Missile launcher, Bright Lance. Should I shoot crack shots? Sure. I'm guided. Reroll my hits anyway. Boom, boom. Doesn't matter.
2 hits, toughness 6.
2 strength 8. Look for 3s.
I see a 1.
Boom. At I don't remember which is which.
We'll roll a dice. On a 4, 5, or 6, it's the better gun.
On a 4, 5, or 6, it's the Bright Lance. It's the Bright Lance, so it's -4 for D6.
I can't save it. That's just the end of it.
5.
5 wounds, overflows. It doesn't blow up. Is that the end of Eldar shooting?
It's the end of my turn.
That is the end of Eldar turn 1. I'm going to pull my dead land speeder off the table and consider the resistance.
Ooh.
We're at the end of Space Marine movement phase, turn 1. And in this mission, there are specialty objective or special stratagems. And one of them is if I spend a command point, the Farseer can't shoot with one of his units. I totally forgot to use it. And it might be the difference of me having a land speeder and not having a land speeder. So what I've done is I've gotten the men out of the Rhino, that's the Apothecary and Attack Squad, and I've castled up into this defensible area, and then Brother Rimshot has come up on these scalable, we're treating this like armored containers. He's come up to get the shot, if he can get the shot. Over here is still my reserves. The Vindicator can't come in turn 1, and I'm holding the Jump Marines back for turn 2. So I think that, oh wait, something being pointed out. Infantry units can't shoot, so I guess it wouldn't have helped me at all. I think my shooting phase is going to be 3 shots. 2 of them are with bolts. We'll see about that in a second. The Rhino fired 2 Stormbolter shots and managed to put a wound on this Wave Serpent. And now, Honored Brother Rimshot gets 1 shot at the same Wave Serpent. And he hits with this nice 5. He's going to wound on a 3. He wounds on the 3. We are in the Devastator Doctrine. -4. Can you save it? No. Let's do some big wounds here. 3. Oh, I have lots of command points. What kind of command point that? Gamble. 6. Gambling pays off. Everybody gamble. Oh, he saves 2 of them, though. Gonna take 3 all day, and that's literally the end of Space Marine turn 1. Come back after turn 2 when the Eldar will be much closer. Eldrad's warlord trait, Uthwe the Fate Reader, has netted a command point in the command phase, so good for you, Eldrad. At the end of Eldar, turn 2, movement phase, everything has advanced. That's Farseer Honey. That is Eldrad Uthrad. This is the Wraith Lord. They have advanced. Over here. Oh, I'm sorry. The Wraith Lord did not advance. He has made a regular move. This Wave Serpent with the Howling Banshees. This Wave Serpent with the Dire Avengers, they have advanced. They are eyeing my castle in the backfield and appearing unbidden. 2 squads of Dire Avengers. Also looking, pardon me. 2 squads of Rangers.
There it is.
2 squads of Rangers looking to get shots down on the castle. We are going into Eldar Psychic Phase, turn 2. Eldar Psychic Phase, turn 2. What is Honey casting?
Faithful Divergence on a 4 on the Wraith Lord. Totally goes off. He will reroll a wound roll or a save roll or something else cool. She's gonna guide the Wraith Lord. And that totally doesn't go off, but because she's a Farseer, it totally goes off. And he's gonna reroll his hit rolls. And then she's gonna give him a 5 up, feel no pain on a 7. And that totally doesn't go off.
Have you used your Runes of the Farseer yet?
I did. Then Eldrad, he's gonna doom the Rhino and then and then Executioner on the Rhino. Doesn't doom the Rhino, but I'm Eldrad, and I totally doom the Rhino.
The Rhino is doomed.
Now I'm gonna cast Executioner on the Rhino, and it goes off for D3 mortal wounds. 1 mortal wound.
Just 1. Can I save that on a 5 without knocking the fence over with my big fingers? I could save the wound on the Rhino. However, the Rhino has been doomed.
Right.
Going into Eldar shooting phase.
In the shooting phase. Just gonna blow it up.
Wave Serpent shooting at the Rhino. I got all the Deca in the world coming at me right now.
So that's 2 wounds from the Bright Lance at -4 for D6.
I can't save -4.
And I'm gonna spend a command point.
For 6 wounds, there's not a thing I can do about that.
Then the Wraith Lord is gonna shoot at the Rhino. And I'm guided.
Which dice is which?
This is the Bright Lance. This is the missile launcher. Missile launcher misses. Wait, no.
You didn't advance. It hits
I
on
didn't
3.
advance. Yeah, I would have hit the first time too. Then, both are strength 8, so I'm moving on 3s. The black dice is the Bright Lance. So -4 for D6.
I cannot save -4. For 6 wounds. Does it blow up? That's something we need to know about.
Here.
Thank you very much. Oh, give me the black dice, because you know. Because you know. But it doesn't. The Rhino
Could
is
reroll
no
my
more.
wounds against that thing. Next, the Rangers in the building, or on top of the building, are all going to shoot at Brother Rimshot Squad.
10 Rangers here, shooting down at the Tactical Marines.
Well, they're shooting at Brother Rimshot, but you're going to pull from his squad. So
Yeah, you mean the 4 men that are Brother Rimshot's wounds?
don't forget about your Feel No Pain because your apothecary stands.
Thank you so much, Mr. Farseer.
We're looking for 3s.
It's pretty decent shooting.
Yeah, it is. Now, we're looking for 4s because we're snipers. Ouch!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
5 mortal wounds and 6 wounds to save.
And stop complaining about the snipers. Alright. First, I have my 5 up feel no pains on the mortals. And I make 3 of them, so I lose 1 brother. It's going to be you, Brother Hanson. Then, I have the regular wounds.
It's a 5 up Feel No Pain on a mortal? For your...
For my chapter tactic. Not for the apothecary. I just wouldn't get it for the apothecary because they're both feel no pains. I wouldn't use the apothecary, so I would use the chapter tactic.
Okay, there we go. Because you can't use both. It's either or. You have to pick one.
Now these are going to be, rim shot is not fully in the cover, and so these are going to be 3s. Rock on, rim shot, and then I get a 6-up feel no pain for being by my apothecary. But I still take a wound, and I've lost a Space Marine. Who else is shooting? This Wave Serpent here, shooting into Brother Rimshot's squad. By the way, Brother Rimshot is not the sergeant, but it's still his squad. I see some hats.
These are all going to want 3s. So that's, just 3 wounds at your regular armor save.
Regular armor save. And again, Rimshot is not fully in the cover, so these are 3s. But we're still all right on 3 3s.
Rock solid.
Is that the end of your shooting phase?
Rock solid it is, yeah.
Are there any charges happening?
No, we are not going to charge.
All right, then at the end of Eldar, turn 2. Everybody's closing in on the Space Monkey, working the buttons. The Space Marines did not respect the Eldar. They thought that the Eldar were beaten soundly enough and couldn't possibly come back, and yet here I am, getting surrounded in a lot of trouble. Space Marine turn 2 right now. So Space Marine turn 2 movement phase was hard. It was real hard. And I deserve it, because this is game 8 now, and the Eldar have been behind on points the whole campaign, but today I'm behind by like 150 points, and I deserve it. I deserve the beating I'm taking right now. But we have circled the wagons back in the defensible area. This Rhino is, of course, dead. Brother Rimshot's come down from his high perch to benefit from the cover. Captain Orpington has joined his men to give them reroll 1s to hit, and he is objective secured because of campaign upgrades, and so maybe that's the best place for him. Chaplain Cooper and the Assault Marines have come in over here, and the goal is to clean up this Wave Serpent if I can't kill it in the shooting, or maybe clean up the Banshees as they spill out of the exploded Wave Serpent. I presently have no answer for all of this nonsense that's walking towards me. The Farseer was kind enough to tell me that the Wraith Lord is actually the clock, and he's not wrong. Going into my shooting next. So the Vindicator tank has come in from reserves, and these might be the most important shots of my game.
Don't get a 6.
First, let's find out what I get. Oh, that's a 1. I'm gonna have to spend a command point.
No.
You're gonna have to re-roll this. Pick a different dice.
Don't get a 6.
I got a 5. 5 is acceptable. Now, the Wave Serpent has advanced, so I'm hitting it on 4s, but my captain is here, so I'll be re-rolling 1s. 4s? Look at the 3 1s. Good thing I put that captain down. Need 4s again. 3 hits on the Wave Serpent. I'm going to wound you on 3s. I will spend a command point on... Oh, I can't. I've already spent the command point.
So you just did?
1 wound on the Wave Serpent at -3 for D6 damage.
-3 is going to be a 6.
Makes the save. And I deserve it. You're right. I deserve it. All right, Brother Rimshot and his whole squad are going to shoot up at the Wave Serpent as well. Rimshot and his squad up at the Wave Serpent. The captain says I can re-roll these 1s. These are hits. These are misses, and I am a Master Artisan. The Master Artisan does me right, and I can re-roll 1s to the captain. So, the bolters wound on 5s, the las cannon wounds on a 3. 2 wounds at -1 because they're tactical doctrine.
Ouch. Oh, that's going to be a 4. Make 1 fail 1, but I need a 6-up feel no pain. And I don't get it.
1 more wound on the Wave Serpent.
Down to 8, still not in a bracket.
Oh wait, there's something I forgot to do. In my command phase, I get to use this stratagem for free because I'm the chief apothecary, and I get to stand a man back up.
We do a better job in our command phase.
And you know, we could do a better job at a lot of things.
Yeah.
But that man has stood back up, So, one squad has shot. The Chief Apothecary will shoot at the Wave Serpent.
Mine's 4 to hit.
And he's a Master Artisan too, but he misses. Brother Kevorkian squad. Brother Kevorkian squad, the black dice are Grav. The red dice are Plaz. The white dice are Bolters. Brother Kevorkian will indeed cook the Plaz.
Ah! Because he can reroll the 1, because it's a captain.
He could. These ones can be rolled for being captain. These are misses. And then, do I re-roll this Master Artisan and risk killing Brother Kevorkian again?
Got a 1 in 6 chance.
Master Artisan! We hit. So, these will wound on 3s, and everything else will wound on 5s.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is -4 for 2 because of the tacticals phase, and these are -1.
-4?
Because of the assault gun.
For 2 damage? So the 3 that I can save are going to be 4s.
Yay! The Farseer.
I'm going to spend a command point.
It's going to spend a command point
in your
too.
shooting phase.
Save
To try
one of
and roll a
those.
4. I still don't get it.
And then, so that's 5 wounds all day, except for the 2 turns into a 1. So it's 4 wounds all day.
So it's 4, 6 up, feel no pains.
Make 1. 3 wounds go through, and that's
5.
the best I've done there. I have not cracked the Wave Serpent. The captain is out of range. Moving on to the Assault Marines. So Chaplain Cooper, he's out of range with his grenades. I'm aware that he can take a pistol, but I never put a pistol on him. He just doesn't have one. So we're going to start with the Assault Squad up here, and we want the Flamer to be the cocked dice that it could be. The Flamer hits 4 of the times. And then the Bolters, the Bolt Pistols, is a Master Artisan. So we have 7 hits. Now we will wound on 5s. There's 3 wounds at your regular armor save.
3s. And a 6. Don't get it.
All right, we have failed in the shooting phase to crack open the Wave Serpent, full of Howling Banshees, and that is potentially bad. Time for charges. Oh, I've made a tragic error. I did not spend my 2 command points for the Commanding Orator, and so I cannot minus the 2 inches.
Is it 2-8?
What's that?
Is it 2-8?
It happens when he comes down, and I abuse that stratagem, and you're right. I should remember my own rules, shouldn't I? So let this one sting.
I was going to say, I don't even know.
Assault Marines need a 9 to get into the Wave Serpent, but they get it and they want it.
I'm going to Overwatch.
The Chaplain also wants a 9, and he gets it. Everybody makes it in, but here comes the Overwatch. Here comes Overwatch. Oh, wait, more of these.
Overwatch.
Oh, I see a bunch of 6s. Toughness 4.
These all want 3s. Take 3 wounds.
3 wounds. Just hit 3?
Yeah.
Any saves or any AP?
For your time. Oh.
We are just fine. The Assault Marines make it in. We're going to mollywop this Wave Serpent, but all we're going to do is make a bunch of Banshees mad. It's like kicking a beehive. It's just like kicking a beehive. So, starting with the Chaplain. He hits 4 dice. Hits on 2s, but he's got a Power Fist, so he hits on 3s. He's hit you twice. He is a Master Artisan. He has hit you 3 times. Strength 8, Toughness 7 is going to be 3s. And there are 2 wounds on the Wave Serpent at minus something good. 3, I think. Power Fist, minus 3 for 2 damage.
6s.
Gets 1 goes through.
I want 6. Down to 3 wounds.
Chaplain does 1 wound. Now on to the Assault Marines. The white dice are chain swords. The cream dice are the man with the flamer hitting with his gun butt. The black dice are the sergeant with his power sword. The red dice are the man with the eviscerator. Hitting on 3s.
Live.
So let's see
Fly
here.
right out of that comment.
Power swords hit. The eviscerator went snake eyes. The eviscerator doesn't hit. That hurts. These miss. That misses. Oh wait, that hits. So, the white dice are going to be 5s. The black dice are going to be 5s. It's all 5s.
I see enough to do it.
The black dice are -3. The white dice are -1, and the cream dice is a regular armor save.
So I want 6s, 4s, and 3.
6s, 4s, and a 3.
I save one of the black dice. Save this. 3 wounds, go 3.
Oh, can you make
I'm
just...
going to spend a command point to try and save a 4 up.
Uh-oh.
And I do.
All right, it'll
Make a
live.
6 up, feel no pain. I cannot. I got 1 wound left.
Down to 1 wound, but that's totally the end of Space Marine turn 2. It's the end of game turn 2, and this is when it gets bad. Both armies are entirely on the field. The Banshees are about to get out. All sorts of ugly. Going on to turn 3. Eldar, turn 3. Movement phase has ended. The Wave Serpent that was here has dropped off the Dire Avengers, and they have advanced to be behind this container, and that Wave Serpent is now looking right behind my Vindicator tank. I'm glad rear armor is no longer a thing. The Rangers have stayed put. The clock has moved forward. Banshees got out of the Wave Serpent here. That Wave Serpent has fallen back, and the Banshees have now decided that my Assault Marines have lived too long. My castle's still intact. Don't know for how much longer. We're going to have the Psychic Phase. Are you ready for your Psychic Phase?
Yeah.
Let's do the Psychic Phase right now.
Honey's going to cast Faithful Divergence.
Wait, I have 1 deny on the table. Because of campaign rules, Chaplain Cooper has a
Not in
deny.
range, though.
Oh, but he's not in range, and he'll be dead before he gets a chance to use it.
Honey is going to cast Faithful Divergence on the Wraithlord. Goes off.
Peril.
But on the runes of... Actually, for D3, mortal wounds.
3.
3 mortal wounds that on 2s don't go through. I'm fine. And then...
It's 2s on Honey, too?
It's a Ghost Helm.
Wow, Ghost Helm's a good item.
Eldrad's just wearing a Ghost Helm. And then I'm going to cast Fortune on the Wraithlord. 5 up, feel no pain.
Perils.
Perils for D3 mortal wounds. 3 mortal wounds that I save on 2s. And I take 1.
Take a mortal wound. That's not nothing.
He has a 5 up, feel no pain though. And then I'm going to guide him so that he rerolls his hits. Doesn't go off, but I have not used my runes of the Farseer yet. And it goes off on an 8. So I will reroll my hits. He's feeling good about life. Eldrad is going to doom Chaplain Cooper. Goes off on an 8.
The Chaplain is not doomed. Well, that is the end of the Eldar Psychic Phase then. Going to shooting?
Pretty productive. We're going to go to shooting.
Where are you starting with your shooting?
The 3 Banshees on top of the shipping container are going to shoot at the Chaplain.
Banshee shooting at the
And
Chaplain.
then the rest are going to shoot at the Assault Marines. So, the 3 at the Chaplain. Hit. And 1 wound at -3.
It'll be his 4 up Rosarius, and he's fine.
Assault Marines. Just whiff.
That's
We're
fantastic.
going to have to go do it with our fists. There's 1 at -3.
1 at -3 on the Assault Marines. That Assault Marine is fine.
We're going to have to go in there and do it with our fists.
You are, but now you're going to have to do more shooting.
The tank at the Vindicator.
This is something I've been scared of. I need my Vindicator. He's the biggest card in my hand.
No, he's got to go. Hit.
Oh, I should have popped smoke. Too late.
Wounding on 5s on the black dice and 3s on the white dice. Gonna spend a command point there. To get 1 at -4. There's 1 at -3.
-3 will be a 6. And that is a fail. And then the -4 I can't save.
For D6.
So that's 7 wounds all day?
Yep.
Ouch. Ouch. Oh, here comes the Wraith Lord now. Who's he shooting at?
He's shooting at the tank. Hitting on 3s. Re-rolling to hit, but I don't have to. The black dice is the bright lance.
Toughness 8.
Both wounding on 4s.
2 wounds.
This one will be at -2 for d6. This one will be at -4 for d6.
The -2 is 5. Nope. And the -4 I can't do anything about. Does it blow up? It does not. That could have been terrible. But it's all gone bad. And I deserve it. I know I deserve it. It's what I get. But I am out of armor in this game. Who else is shooting?
Rangers at Chaplain Cooper.
Rangers at the Chaplain. Oh. Toughness 4.
Spend a command point this way.
Lots of hits on the Chaplain.
He's doomed, so I get to reroll the wounds.
There's a wound.
It looks like 4 wounds.
Are these mortal wounds because they're 6s?
Yes. So it's
5s?
But then there are also still wounds.
So I take 1. Oh, I'm dead! I'm dead! Chaplain Cooper, no! You could have done that way better, sir, but you're dead now. Dead Chaplain. Never got to use my deny. Is that the end of Eldar shooting?
Now we're gonna charge. And we're totally in on a whatever we want. On a 15.
The Banshees have made it into combat with the Assault Marines. I want to use remote mines.
What? What?
Where's my camera at?
Let me see that.
You cannot overwatch against Banshees, but I can use remote mines. The Banshees have cut charged. I'm going to spend 1 command point. They've run through a minefield that the Assault Marines apparently brought with them from space and quick threw down on the field. Anyway, whatever. D3 mortal wounds. Take 1 mortal wound, Banshee. Oh, it means nothing. Just cost me a command point. How many girls you got swinging? How many dice are you throwing?
21.
Put them in that clearing right there.
Hitting on 3.
Oh, that's a bunch of hits. That's too many hits. You're not allowed to have that many hits. That's a lot of hits. Toughness 4.
It's a new phase, isn't it?
It is a new
I'm
phase.
gonna spend a command point to reroll that hit. And I hit. Good work, honey. I gotta spend those command points, otherwise I'm gonna be sitting on a pile of them at the end.
I forget them all the time.
Alright, here we go.
Toughness 4.
Wounding on 4s.
That seems alright.
Those are all at -3. That one's for D3.
So -3 will be 6s. Those are a lot of dice.
No, it's not. Don't let me cheat you.
Let's have some 6s.
My sloppy hand. Ooh.
I get 1 6. This is not going to bode well for me. At the end of Eldar turn 3, the Space Marines are gone. It's the Assault Marines that have died. All of the Banshees remain. None of them took a wound. My castle's still looking defensible, but its support has left it. Like everything I have left on the table is inside these barricades, and the Eldar are coming. The clock is moving forward, but I can still hold out. The game might end in turn 5, and I might be all right. But now we're going on to Space Marine turn 3. Space Marine turn 3. 1 model has moved. 1 model. Captain Orpington will be the day saver. He will go into the Banshees alone. He will do the work. Everything down here is going to stay put. We will shoot rim shot here. We'll shoot the bolters up there. 1 tactical Marine won't be able to see. Shooting next. At the end of Space Marine shooting, the captain threw a grenade and killed the sister. Bolt fire took down 1 squad of Rangers. Brother Rimshot took the last wound off this wave serpent, but that's it. That's all of my shooting. And now I have just 1 charge. Captain Orpington is going to charge the Howling Banshees.
Overwatch.
Here comes the Overwatch. I see 2. Toughness 4.
There's a wound.
There's a wound. I need a 3.
Wound counts.
Every wound does count, but no, we'll take it. No, wait. I want to spend a command point and reroll that. There we go, because I have tons of command points to win. Captain's going to charge. He is the Emperor's Sword, so he can reroll it. He can reroll that 10 if he wants to, but he's not gonna. He's gonna come down here. What's up, honey? And then he...
Objective secured, that's for sure.
Captain Orpington, Hero of the Imperium. Gets 4 attacks to start. 1 for each Lightning Claws, 1 for being the Emperor's Sword, 1 for Shock Assault. I'm going to hit these Banshees on 2s. I hit 7 times. I'm a Master Artisan. I've hit every time. I wound the Banshees on 3s, rerolling. Rerolling for the Lightning Claws. There are 8 wounds on the Banshees at -2 for 2 damage each. After casualties have been removed, it looks like this. I have 4 Banshees swinging back. 1 is the Exarch.
I want 3s. And I'm going to spend a command point. Yeah.
Toughness 4.
I want 4s. That's 2 mortal wounds. 3 at -3 for D3. And 1 wound at -3.
So this is all very grim. This is an Iron Halo save that I make. These are what? -3?
2 mortal wounds, and then 3 at -3 for D3.
The mortal wounds are 5s. So I take 2 wounds, and let's see what I can save here. I save 1 of them. I will command point another. I've saved 2 of them. So I've taken a wound, plus I need D3 more wounds coming through.
Take 2 plus 3.
2 plus 3 is 5 all day. That might kill him. Let's take a look. So, Captain Orpington, always the arrogant captain. He's died again. Goodbye, Captain. Tell me about the decapitating strike power, the one that just killed him.
It does, when you roll 6s to wound, it does mortal wounds.
That's great, but her weapon is always D3?
It's always D3 damage, it's always -3, but when she rolls 6s to wound...
And what did her name end up being?
Sudia.
Sudia does work again. That is the end of Space Marine turn 3. My captain is dead. Nothing else needs to happen around here. Getting grim. Eldar turn 4.
Command points is it to auto pass?
It's 2 command points to auto pass.
2 command points to auto pass.
Those Banshees have auto pass.
They don't care about morale.
The Eldar have finished their movement phase. The Dire Avengers have moved from behind this container to behind the destroyed Rhino. This tank has stayed put, because why would it move? It's just going to shoot. The Banshees haven't moved far. They've come and set themselves up for their next turn. These Rangers have stayed right where they are. Why would they have moved? And the clock has moved forward. Both of the Farseers and the Wraith Lord are just a little bit further up the table and about to hit us with all of their psychic power. Also, this stratagem, Slaves to Carnage, is a defender stratagem, and I can pick a unit and they can't shoot. And I've picked this unit of Dire Avengers and they can't shoot.
On a 4, I'm going to cast Faithful Divergence on the Wraith Lord. Goes off.
The Wraith Lord gets some kind of reroll.
Gonna cast Fortune. Goes off.
The Wraith Lord is fortunate.
And then command point to got it. Right forward. 7 goes off.
The Wraith Lord is fortunate. He's guided. He is faithfully converged.
Eldar is gonna doom the Apothecary.
Dooming the Apothecary.
Goes off.
The Apothecary is now doomed.
He's gonna cast Smite on this tech squad, or the closest unit. This tech squad
Goes off on a 5.
goes off for D3. 3 mortal wounds.
3 mortal wounds. However, the Star Hunters are warded.
Yeah,
and
they
it's
are.
1 mortal wound. And it's gonna be on you, brother.
Gonna cast Executioner. Goes off on an 11.
Uh-oh.
For D3 mortal wounds. Looks like 1 mortal wound.
Is it a mortal wound? Is this brother here? You're dead, brother.
Kills the guy, so it does D3. 3 mortal wounds.
3 more mortal wounds. Oh no, there's another brother and a half a brother.
And I already spent a command point smashing the warp, so I am done.
That is the end of a productive Eldar psychic phase. Eldar shooting in a second. The end of the Eldar shooting phase is also the end of the Eldar turn, and as you can see, the Space Marines have been thinned out. This tank, these Rangers, and that Wraith Lord, I'll put all of their Deca into this squad, and they are saving the charges for turn 5, which will be the Banshees, the Wraith Lord, the Farseers. It's all very bad around here, but I have 6 models left in the game. I have 6 models left in the game to hold the Space Monkey and hope the game doesn't go on to turn 6. Space Marines turn 4 now. In my command phase, the Apothecary has healed himself and brought the man with the grav gun back to the table. Also, since it's my command phase, I'm going to remember to give myself a command point. As the Farseer and I sit and talk about it, it reminds us of old school 40k box art, where the Space Marines are surrounded and slightly doomed, and that's what we're feeling right now. I think this is the end of my movement phase. I've shuffled some characters around. The Las Cannon stayed put, so he'll get a 3-up. I don't really know what he's shooting at. I've thought about moving the champion out to try to kill Eldrad. I probably should, because Eldrad's Psychic Might will probably be what ends this game. Yeah, that's probably something I should do. On second thought, I've brought him over here. These Dire Avengers are the only objective secured that is threatening to get to the Space Monkey. And so if I kill the objective secured and just manage to keep 1 Space Marine alive, we'll be all right. The game, of course, has to end in turn 5. If the game goes to turn 6 or to turn 7, I'll be doomed. But if we can kill these men, hold on to just 1 Space Marine, keep it till ended at turn 5. That's the plan. Sounds like a good plan. We'll see.
I want to see you end it.
The Space Marines have shot. The Apothecary shot the tank to no effect. The bolters that could see the Rangers up on the tower, they shot at the Rangers to no effect. The Las Cannon put 2 wounds on the Wraith Lord. The Plasma Rifle, the Combi Plas, put 2 wounds on the Wraith Lord. But that is all the shooting I have, and now we're heading into the charge phase. I spent a command point to give him the Chapter Champion Warlord trait, and that will give him a reroll charge against these Dire Avengers. Haven't measured the charge yet. Don't know if I need to. But first, let's see what we get. That's Boxcars. We're in. Buck-a-blam. So the Dire Avengers did not overwatch because the champion was behind the tank and they could not see him. The champion has 5 attacks to start with. He also gets 1 for shock assault. You're -1 to hit him. The champion hits on 2s.
You're -1 to wound me.
Why am I -1 to wound you?
Whilst this unit contains a Dire Avenger X-Arc, when resolving an attack made with a melee weapon against this unit, subtract 1 from the wound roll.
Is that an X-Arc power?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Defend.
Defend. Master Artisan. So we've hit you all of the times, but now I'm -1 to wound you.
Yeah.
So I'll be wounding you on 3s, not 2s.
Yeah.
So those are 4 wounds, and I'm going to spend a command point because I have tons of them. I have tons of them.
Don't do that.
There's 5 wounds from the Blade of Triumph, which is AP -3 for 3 damage each.
Ah!
Take that.
Okay, -3 just kills my armor, and so for 3 damage each, we're gonna have to start rolling some 6s here. Come on. The first guy dies. Oh, almost stays alive though. I'm gonna spend a command point.
Gamble, gamble.
The number of the beast.
Oh, there's another man live, but there's the command reroll.
That guy dies. The third guy dies. The fourth guy dies. And then the Exarch only needs 2. And he gets it. He's alive with 1 wound.
So we have lost
1 guy and 1 Exarch with 1 wound.
All right, is that going to be a threat of a morale for you?
We're totally going to spend those command points to auto pass.
You can only do that once a game now, 9th edition.
What?
9th edition,
What?
once a game strategy.
I think we'll be fine. We only lost 3 guys.
Only lost 3 guys. So how many attacks are coming back?
3.
3 attacks from the Dire Avengers.
2 hits. 2 wounds.
2 wounds. I save on a 2-up because I have combat shield. Oh, he takes a wound. How do you like that? But that's going to be the end of Space Marine turn 4. These men are going to be held up. They'll have to fall back, so I don't think they'll be able to get to the Space Monkey in turn 5. But here comes the final turn, perhaps, for the Eldar, and it's going to be bad. Turn 5 could be the last turn of the game. The Rangers have stayed on the hill. These Dire Avengers have pulled out of combat with the champion. They don't want any more of that. This tank has come over here, though, to look at the champion. And then the clock has finally arrived. The Wraith Lord, Eldrad, Farseer Honey, and the Banshees, everybody's here to kill these last 6 Marines in the enclosure. We're going to have the Eldar Psychic phase. You want to just do that right now?
Yeah, we're going to doom the champion over there with Eldrad. And that doesn't go off, but I'm Eldrad. And it does go off.
Champion is doomed.
Where's that champion?
Doomed.
Then I'm going to cast Smite on the closest enemy unit. That goes off on a 9.
For how many wounds?
D3. But I'm going to spend a command point for 3 mortal wounds.
3 mortal wounds. I need 1 more dice because we are warded and the Emperor protects. Nope, that's a dude and a half. Brother Kevorkian is down. Oh, wait, I have a 6-up field. Oh, my ward is a field of pain. Never mind. And Sergeant Kevorkian is down to 1 wound.
And then I'm going to cast Executioner on the nearest unit. And that goes off for D3. 2 mortal wounds.
2 more mortal wounds. I get a 5 and a 6. I get a 6 and a 1. Sergeant Kevorkian, that's the end of you. What's that? What, the command point? To get the 6? Why not? Let's run that command point. Do I need it for something else?
I don't know.
No, he's dead anyway.
It's my psychic phase. I mean, you might as well spend one, right?
Oh yeah, it is your psychic
Because
phase.
it's going to be a new phase before you get another chance here.
It is. Well, what else you got to cast?
I'm going to guide, or let's start with Faithful Divergence. Goes off on a 4. It's a really weak power. It's not very good.
I think it's a good power. Get you that reroll on the save.
Yeah, but you can't smite. You have to take that or smite, and I'd rather take smite. Anyway. Boom. Gonna cast Guide. Goes off. Reroll the hit. And then I'm gonna cast the 5-up Feel No Pain on the Banshees. That does not go off, but I haven't used her runes of the Farseer. It does go off on my weapon.
Well, I think her as a buffing unit, I don't think she needs Spark Smite. I think that she's doing enough work without it.
Well, that was kind of the point, you know, is Eldrad's the hammer, and she's just kind of... I need a Warlock. I want to roll a 1 so I can bring a Warlock and open up that whole other table of powers.
Yeah, that would be cool. Let's get into your shooting phase. Who's shooting?
We'll start with the Banshees, because they're nice and easy, right? They're going to shoot at Brother Rimshot.
Oh, no.
Or can they shoot at the Apothecary?
That unit still has 3, so no. If you kill one more Marine, they could.
Well, then we're going to start with the tank shooting at the attack marines.
All right, here comes the tank of attack Marines.
And it seems silly, right? Like,
it's got to shoot at
no, it
something.
whiffs.
That's because it can't see those little Marines
Absolutely just whiffs.
Toughness
And,
4.
wounds, strength 6, 7, 4.
All right, regular save?
Yep.
Need a 2. I'm fine.
Tank, you've let me down. What horrible shooting.
Do the Banshees want to shoot now?
No, we're going to shoot with snipers at the champion.
Champion getting
Rerolling
sniped.
to wound. And we whiff there, too.
What? This is the big turn.
No wounds.
No wounds on the champion. He will live another day.
And then Eldrad and Honey's shuriken pistols. We'll do it at the same time because they both hit on 2s. Both at the attack squad.
At the attack squad. I see 1 hit.
1 hit. 1 wound.
1 wound. Attack squad needs 2. Still good.
The Banshees.
Hit 2 of the times.
Wound once and once at -3.
Once at -3 is... That's failed wound. Is there another wound there?
Yeah, there's 2 wounds. One's at -3.
One's at -3. So the -3 I failed. And I failed both of them. Oh no, it's gonna be... Oh, heck. It's gonna be you, brother. Brother M-Shot. Thank you for participating. But today was not your day to shine.
And then the Wraith Lord's going to shoot everything at the Apothecary.
Everything at the Apothecary for the Wraith Lord.
2d6 flamers.
Hang on a second. What just killed him? He gets a feel no pain. Banshee's shooting. He has 6 up feel no pains. No, he's still dead. Because that's just how those things happen.
2d6 flamers.
Looks like 6 shots.
Have I spent a command point?
No, I don't think so.
I'm gonna. Boom.
You don't like that Apothecary, do you?
No, he's gotta go. Yeah.
9 hits. Toughness 4.
I want boulders. And then Bright Lance and Missile Launcher. Cream color dice is the Bright Lance. But I'm re-rolling to hit because I'm guided. And then I wound on a 2. There's a wound at -4. So you got this many flamer wounds, and then 1 at -4 for d6.
Alright. 2s. Takes 2 wounds, but he's an Apothecary. 6s. Hey, he takes 1 wound.
Wow.
And this is D -4?
-4 for d6.
I need a 6 here. Nope. -4. I'll spend a command point, try to get that 6 again. Get a 6. Nope, it's 5 again.
d6.
4. I think I got 2 wounds left. No, I have 3 wounds left.
Taking 1.
Taking 1. 3 wounds left. I need some 6s. I don't get it. Chief Apothecary McIntyre. It's time to say goodbye to you today. Is that the end of your shooting?
Yeah, and then in the charge phase, the Banshees are going to charge attack marines.
I cannot Overwatch because they're Banshees.
And 4
Plus
5,
3 is 7. You were just
total.
in.
Eldrad's going to charge over the barricade.
Not
And I'm
like
going to
that,
spend
he's
a
not.
command point to re-roll that charge. And on an 11, he totally is.
Eldrad is also in. Anybody else want to charge?
No, I think that's good.
All right. You have charged. You swing first. Who's swinging first?
The Banshees are going to swing first.
Banshees
right?
are swinging first.
Yeah, the Banshees are going to swing first. There's 1, 2, 3 girls left. And then the Exarch needs some of these black dice. Black dice are cool. And we want 3s.
Bam, 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 bam.
Yeah.
Toughness 4.
Toughness 4, we want 4s. There's a lot of wounds, and 2 at -3 for D3. All of them are -3.
If I don't get a handful of 6s right now, this is the game. That is 5 wounds go through, and a couple of them are multiple wounds. Roll those D3s. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's 3, 4, 5, 6. These men are dead, and I'm so sorry, because I know what gross, wicked Eldar will do to a defenseless space monkey.
And I get to consolidate towards the closest enemy, which is your champion over there.
Now, this man still has a fate. He might live or die. Like, we could call the game right now. No? So, he is not in combat with anybody at the end of your turn.
No.
So, it makes it my turn. What you gonna do, man? He has done his best to run away, and that is the end of turn 5. On a 1 or a 2, the game ends. On a 4 or better, the game continues. The game continues to turn 3. Well, I think the purpose has now become to hunt down this Marine. End of movement phase. I've spent a command point, so these men here cannot fire. There's a party going on with a space monkey. Yucky Eldar. See that there's no good Eldar and dark Eldar. They're all just yucky Eldar. They're all yucky Eldar, and now they have a space monkey. But the hunt is on down here. I got 2 Dire Avengers and a tank looking to take out an unnamed champion. Who's shooting first?
Oh, the Dire Avengers are going to shoot.
Wait, you can do a psychic phase too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have line of sight on anything, but I don't know which spells require line of sight.
We're just going to shoot.
All right, here comes the shooting.
Here comes the tank. Hitting on 3s. Whiff.
Just like that.
Whiff. Gonna
Toughness.
spend a command point. Hit.
Toughness 4.
I want a 2 and 3s. -4 for D6. -3. Regular armor save.
Regular armor saves a 2. Oh, there's a wound. That's funny. This is -3.
Yes.
That's going to be 5. And is that multiple damage?
No.
All right, there's 2 wounds, and this is going to be a 6. And I'll re-roll that with a command point. Nope, that all goes through.
3, so 5 all day.
5 all day, and just like that, the Star Hunters have been tabled. Eldar victory. Eldar party tonight with a space monkey.
Taking him to the dark city.
Lots of Eldar left on the table, and that was as much of a Warhammer shellacking as I have ever seen. We're going to do the after game.
Wonder if they're gonna clone him in the dark city.
Who's getting cloned? The space
the
monkey?
Space monkey. They're gonna
The
make a bunch of them.
Eldrad has set his intention, being the wicked Eldar, that he's going to sell the space monkey to the dark city to be cloned for the torture gardens. Because there's no such thing as
Or
good
for
Eldar.
whatever they need, really.
There's no such
You
thing
know.
as good Eldar. Eldar are all evil.
What-
Evil and wicked.
The possibilities are limitless.
I'd rather make friends with Tyranids. So, we're at the end of the game, and the Space Marines have lost badly. But I still participated, so I get a point. The Eldar have won, they get D3. What do you roll? That's 2. The Eldar starting to catch up. But now, the fun stuff. The Eldar have had 2 characters survive the game. They've left the freaky deaky space monkey party to come over to the notebook and get their upgrades for the day. So who are you gonna roll for first?
Honey, since it's her first time.
Honey's
you know,
first upgrade.
Ladies first.
Is that an 11?
It's an 11.
Personal teleporter. Instead of moving in the movement phase, deep strike anywhere more than 9 inches away from an enemy.
That's hot.
Honey can go where she wants to, when she wants to.
That's a hot way to live.
Good upgrade. What about Eldrad? What does he get? A 10. Tactician, he can fall back and advance, shoot, and charge.
That's awesome.
Can't tie Eldrad up. Eldrad and Honey have leveled. They will be much better when we see them next week. So, the downside of the day is I have 4 characters in the game, and each one of them is dead. No one survived the game, and this could be bad. We have upgrades on 3 characters already that we could lose with a dead roll, But if I roll badly here, I could be down 4 units next week. So let's start with the unnamed chapter champion. He gets a 2. He does not get to participate next week. He has to sit in the box. Chief Apothecary McIntyre gets a 4. He is released for duty. He is in the game next week. Chaplain Cooper has rolled a dice off the board. Chaplain Cooper will roll again. Chaplain Cooper has rolled a 2. He will miss next week. Captain Orpington has rolled a 3. He will miss next week. I guess we know who next week's Warlord is. The Chief Apothecary. No upgrades for the Space Marines. What a heinous defeat. So we are at the point of the game where we get to find out what we bring next week. We're going to roll a dice. On a 1, we get an HQ. On a 2, we get a troops. On a 3, we get elite. 4 fast attack, 5 heavy support. And if you roll a 6, you can get a flyer, or you can choose whatever you want to. And if you choose a troops, you get a maximum troops choice, not a minimal troops choice. Would you like to roll first, or would you like me to roll first?
Go for it.
Yeah, I lost today. I can roll first. I need a 5 or 6 here. I need a 5 or 6. I get a 1. I get yet another character, and that's brutal. Farseer, what do you get? A 2. That's a troops choice. That is kind of not the most exciting thing that ever happened.
Giving some points up.
Giving some points up. That'll be next week when we return with another HQ and another troops choice.